A three-team trade here with the Sixers, the New York Knicks, and the OKC Thunder. So the 76ers get George Hill, Ingdas Brazingis, who was from the Knicks, and the Thunder get Tony Bradley, 2 second-round picks from the Sixers, and Austin Rivers, and the Knicks get Terrence Ferguson and Vincent Poirier and a 2021 second-round pick from the Sixers. So a minor three-team trade. The big piece here is George Hill going to the veteran point guard here who's bounced around the NBA throughout his entire career, but a lot of playoff experience. And right here, he goes to the Philadelphia 76ers after spending the whole season with the young Thunder team. So George Hill on the season, 11.8 points a game, 2.1 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.6 threes a game, 84% from the foul line and 50% from the field. So he's a good veteran, like I said, that the 76ers are getting. And he's going to still play probably 15, 20 minutes a game for this Philly team. But I don't think George Hill really will have any fantasy value this season here on this Sixer team. They still got Shake Milton coming off the bench, Kortsmats and Thibault, obviously Ben Simmons and Danny Green if he don't get traded within the next couple hours. But it's a good deal here for Philly to get the veteran. And also in this deal, they get Ingdas Brazingis from the New York Knicks. But Brazingis, he hasn't played at all this season pretty much. He's been up and down between the G League and the Knicks team, but he's just been a bench warmer for the team. And he'll be a bench warmer on Philly, or they might even cut him loose or just send him to the G League. And now for the Thunder part of things, obviously they're in it for the draft picks, and they get a second rounder in this one. And Tony Bradley, who's been playing minutes of late here for this team. And Tony Bradley's been playing minutes of late for the Sixers with the Joel Embiid injury. And Bradley on the season, 5.5 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 63% from the foul line and 68% from the field. But Bradley, he's coming off an 18-point, 11-rebound game just a few nights ago at the Golden State Warriors. But now with him in OKC, I don't think his fantasy value will be good at all. And it definitely takes a hit because Moses Brown has stepped up at the center position for the Thunder. And obviously Al Horford's there. But if they do trade Al Horford, then Tony Bradley will be the backup center over there in OKC. But right now, I just don't see him having much value. And Austin Rivers, the Thunder get as well in this deal from the New York Knicks. And Austin Rivers, he was off to a great start earlier in the season, but right now he just hasn't played in a while. And he had a newborn child as well, so he's been out of the lineup, is Rivers. And on the season, 7.3 points a game, 2.2 rebounds, 1.3 threes a game, 71% from the foul line and 43% from the field. So we know Rivers, he's just a pure scorer and a guy who tries to score a lot for his team, but he doesn't do much of anything else. But I doubt he's going to play much for the Thunder. And he's another guy I also could see the Thunder buying out in this deal. And the Knicks, they land Terrence Ferguson in the trade, a young 22-year-old prospect who the Knicks were interested a couple seasons ago as well trading for. So now Ferguson, he goes to the New York Knicks in this three-team trade. And this year, he's like Brazingis as well. He just hasn't played at all. And he's a young project right now, it's Terrence Ferguson. And we'll see what he could do if he gets any playing time with the Knicks, or he'll get flipped in another deal maybe later on today. And Vincent Poirier as well, the New York Knicks get. But he's a guy they're probably going to cut or just send to the G League. So George Hill, the big part in this deal, goes to the Philadelphia 76ers in a three-team trade. And we'll see if any of these guys could help their new ball clubs or carve out a fantasy role in the next few weeks here.